Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is my third or fourth weekly update. This is actually the second time I've been shooting this particular one. I recorded this earlier this morning, but forgot to turn on the audio, so I was just rambling on like an idiot. But on the positive side, I can hopefully give a more direct and streamlined description of what I did last week. Essentially, I'm coming to the end of my auction wave, and I currently have maybe 3 more weeks of auctions left before I'll settle down and convert to primarily buy it nows, things like that. As far as Fanatics Collect goes for Sunday, everything pretty much came in as I expected. Considering historically what I've been seeing sell on eBay and what I've been seeing sell on Fanatics Collect, I expect about a 60 to 70% return at Fanatics Collect versus eBay. But that's part of the plan, and I understand there's going to be pain that comes with that. As far as underperformers, a couple underperformers, primarily football, mid-grade, and I think what I'm seeing, at least as far as Joe Montana goes, it seems like his cards are adapting to him being basically number 3 GOAT, of all time. So, with the rise of Patrick Mahomes, I'm sure we're going to see some adjustments on the mid-grade stuff for Joe Montana. High grade's high grade, that's always going to carry, but the mid-grade stuff is, I think we're going to see the fluctuations based off of stature. The one card that really overperformed actually for me was this 1987 Leaf Greg Maddux. I was expecting probably the $30 to $40 range, but it actually fetched, I would say it probably fetched eBay PSA 9 range at the $70 mark, so I was pretty happy with that one. Jaron Duran, who's just emerging as a superstar. I picked this up on COMC for like $20, and he's just blown up this year. His base running is just absolutely phenomenal. It seems like every time he puts ball in the play, it's going to be a double at least. Crazy. I had no idea he was going to be so good. My 1998 Topps Peyton Manning, a little bit low, but within the Fanatics Collect range compared to eBay. So pretty much everything. This one was a little bit surprising. I barely got my grading fees back on a 1990s rare insert, so a little bit shocking there. But it's a Mike Piazza. He just doesn't carry the same kind of clout as the others in that set. And some more basic football stuff. Collector got a really good buy on that 1989 Oregon Gary Payton college card. So I hope they enjoy that. I had no idea what that was going to go for, but I know I was going to pick loss. It came pretty close to covering my grading, so I'm happy with that. The 1987 Topps UK Jim Kelly underperformed a bit. I've sold one of these before in a PSA slab. I know that an 8 in PSA is going to get about $50. So this came in quite a bit lower than that. So here, Back to the Future, continue taking losses on that, but I do have some good news. There's been a turnaround on the raw side, and that's what's probably going to save me on getting my money back out of these cards. God, those Back to the Futures, what a mess those things were. If you ever open packs of that, just be expecting to have absolutely awful quality cards. They're going to be off-center. They're going to be badly cut, but the printing is going to be great. Pictures are going to be awesome, but the cards themselves are going to be really poorly cut. And nobody loves the bus anymore. It's a pretty rare. Jerome Bettis rookie went for $6. And an 8. A little bit surprised that this Johnny Damon went for less than raw in a CGC 8. Yeah, pretty much what I expected on the the COMC side. I'm still averaging less than $30 a sale, I think, right now for Fanatics Collect. I think I just said COMC, but for Fanatics Collect, right now I'm just building a fund, so I'm willing to take the pain. On the eBay side, a couple really good sales. I was dumping a few cards. And just to get rid of them. The two that I was actually watching was this 2009 Topps perforated Derek Jeter. Went for a bit more than what I expected. I got a offer on this one for, I can't remember if it was 65 or 70, and I turned it down, and I immediately regretted it. But then putting it up for auction, it went for $80. So nice surprise there. Another nice surprise was this 1993 Skybox Premium gold stamp Shaquille O'Neal, David Robinson card. I was expecting 35 to 40, and the reason I was expecting that is because I have sold a 10 on this card for $180. But this one came in at 52, so it's a pretty significant value gain there on the nines. It seems like 90s basketball is what seems to be catching up first. And that was kind of what happened during the last surge, is basketball is what led the charge. On the COMC side, this is where I'm really doing well. I ran 2 auctions for the week. They came in a little bit lower than I had hoped, but there's one interesting snippet here. I sold this PSA 7 for 103, which is about what my PSA 8 went for on Fanatics Collect. So you can see there's a pretty significant difference in bid money when it comes up on COMC, or when it comes up on eBay versus Fanatics Collect. The other one I sold is a 2002 private stock game-worn jersey of Tom Brady. These are pretty cool because not a lot of people know that this is his rookie season home jersey, as stated on the back of the card. So if you have a chance to pick these up, I really recommend it, because I think that once his stature starts to rise to the level of Jordan or Gretzky, he's going to be out of the league a few years. Once he's in the Hall, I think those types of cards will really go up. I mean, imagine if you had a Gretzky or a Mantle or a Jordan, early year card with their rookie season jersey swatch in there, they would be worth more than $153. On the raw side is really where I'm making moves, specifically with Back to the Future. Future is saving my butt this month on the raw side, which kind of surprises me. And I thought it was a single buy. They've been coming in throughout the day at different times, but I'll just scroll through some of them. A video on these, and I'm wondering if some of those people that are watching those videos are going in and buying these. But over the course of the last 24 hours, I've sold a ton of Back to the Future. Let's see here, seller stats. Look at my month, we'll see surge. I think last week I was like, God, I don't even know. What was it last week? Like $50 something. The 558 on 178 sales, and those sales were coming well above my average of $1.81. So yeah, really happy with what I'm seeing there. Those will actually, if I can add over $1 on those, I will make my money back. So if I average over $1, then hopefully I can turn a little bit of a profit on these raw cards. Graded ones are just lost causes. And then let's see here on the card ladder side, I was taking a look at some of the indexes, and the big thing I've noticed is all the indexes are roughly turning up at the same time. So I think we might be out of our slump. If you look at Marvel is ticking up. in the second half of 2024. Some random stuff. Modern ticking up second half of 2024. This level of broad recovery tells me, or at least to me, in my opinion, tells me that we are seeing the return of price-conscious sellers, or buyers, I should say, the ones that are collecting for themselves and not to turn a profit on anything. And those are the people that are the foundation of the hobby that you want to see come back. But all the indexes are showing the same kind of curve up. Let me check. I was right. Got some lower levels. They're not down that much. It's like tennis. I don't know anything about tennis. Yeah, even tennis never really saw a surge like the other cards did. This seeing that uptick. So good news on that front. And then lastly, wanted to discuss one of my annoyances with eBay. I did have two cards that got sold that went unpaid for. The Michael Jordan, which is the more annoying one because it got sniped at the last second and the sniper didn't pay for it. So I went ahead and reposted that card. Now, something really weird happened on this Tim Duncan. At one point, the watchers on it got up into the mid-30s, and then the day the auction ended on it, all the watchers fell off it, and bidding froze up, and I wasn't sure what happened. The day after, or 2 days after the auction, maybe a day or 2 days after the auction, anyway, relatively recently afterwards, eBay auto-canceled this, and so I don't know what happened, if they had a problem with one of the bidders. The high bidder at the time when the bidding stopped was a foreign account with very low feedback. So there's probably something there. But then, see, other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be changing up my formats just a little bit. I do not like, I should say, those preview auction videos I do. Those are just stupid. I kind of like this free form where I just scroll through my stuff and talk about it. So hopefully that'll be entertaining enough for people. One last thing, I totally forgot about this. Over the course of the last week or so, I've started posting these cards that are made up of puzzle pieces for Panini. They're the 1977 Star Wars Panini set cards. And I have no idea how to sell these things. Like, I want to grade them because I'm not going to put $100 into this just to lose money. So I tried putting them raw. They're very high grade. Can't tell from these terrible photos. But most of the cards I would say are going to grade 8 and higher, with potential for a significant number of gems. Of all the other cards I've sent out of this particular set break that I'm breaking up, my gem rate on that one is nearly 10% on cards from 1977. That's a really high gem rate on those cards. So I don't want to get rid of them, but I also want to keep them together. So I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Hopefully somebody will give me a suggestion so I know what to do with this stuff. That's pretty much it. The auction wave is almost completely over for eBay, and then Fanatics Collect will probably be over in the next couple weeks. But anyway, my goal of getting this less than 15 minutes was hit. Thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate your time and have a great day.